Hello and welcome to this lesson on written subtraction of whole numbers. In this first example you can see we have 79 take away 35, and what we're going to do is always put the larger number on the top and the smaller number at the bottom. We have two columns, so this is our ones or units column and this is our tens column. That becomes important because we must always line up our units or ones at the start in order to be able to do the sum properly. So we're literally going to subtract our smaller number at the bottom away from our larger number and do it in columns. So we have 9 take away 5 on the right here, and the answer there is 4. Simple. And on the left we're going to do 7 take away 3, but what we're actually doing when we do that is 70 take away 30. So 7 take away 3 is 4, and if we were doing 70 take away 30 that would be 40. So you can see we've done 70 take away 30, but we had the 9 take away the 5 as well, and that's how the whole thing works. So the answer is 44 to the question 79 take away 35. Let's look at this next example, and you can see here in the ones column we have 2 take away 5. Now the answer isn't 3, don't reverse, going that way, so don't reverse that. The answer would be minus 3, and that's not going to work for our particular method. So what we need to do is borrow 10. So we're going to borrow 10 from the tens over here. And in order to do that, if we borrow 10, that means we've taken 10 away, so that now becomes 8. So what we've done is taken 90 and we've taken 10 away, and therefore we've got 80. So 80 at the top there. Let's take that out of the way so it's not too confusing. So we can now add the 10 that we've taken and put it on the 2. So that's now 12 take away 5, which is 7. So we've got 12 take away 5, which is 7, and then 8 take away 3, which is 5. So 92 take away 35 is 57. Let's have a look at this example where we do that again. So you can always pause it and have a go yourself if you'd like to. But we have 2 take away 5, which we just seen doesn't work. So let's take 1 from the 4, so that becomes a 3. And then we've got the 10 there. So we've taken 10 from the 40 and put it onto the 2, so that's 12 take away 5, which we know is 7, and we've got 3 take away 7. Now that doesn't work either, so we go across again, and we're going to take 100, we're going to take one of the hundreds. So that's going to become 5, and that's now 13. So we have 13 take away 7, which is 6. And then we can see that the 5 take away 1, which is actually 500, take away 100 is 4. So we have 467 as the answer to 642 take away 175. In this example you can see we've got 308 take away 152. Now 8 take away 2 is simple, that's just 6. But then we've got 0 take away 5, so 0 take away 5 would have been minus 5, so that's no good. So we need to take one of the hundreds. Let's take one of the hundreds from here, put it on there, and we've got 10. And 10 take away 5 is 5, and 2 take away 1 is 1. So 156 is the answer. And let's have a go at this one. So we have 2 take away 4, which can't be done. Now, unfortunately, there's 0 there, we can't take something from a 0, so we need to go across again. So we've gone to borrow there, but there's nothing there, so we need to go across again. So let's take 1 from the 6, and that then creates our 10 there, and that means we can then take 1 from the 10, which makes it 9, and put the 1 on the 2. So we have 12 take away 4, which is 8. Then we have 9 take away 2, which is 7, and 5 take away 3, which is 2. So the answer is 278. always a good idea to look at it. 602 take away 324. Well, the answer must be nearly 300, so we use our brains to think about whether the answer is a reasonable answer or not. Thanks very much for watching. Come back soon.